Hello and welcome to the Observed Conversations channel. I am VR Sampath, retired IPS, aka Sampath Ramanujan MFA. For more details, click the link below. Please subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you. Let's get into the topic for the day. Astro Talk-1. Astrology is about energies, forces at work, as real as the forces of physics such as gravity. We see motion and action taking place in two dimensions of space and time. Space in itself is three-dimensional. First, let us deal with spatial aspects. There are strong possibilities that these forces do emanate from the respective planets, get deflected by the moon, and descend on Earth. Vedic astrology, which I am familiar with, takes into account 7 planets: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus. The later discovered planets like Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto were not known then, so not taken into account for calculation purposes. It also takes into account 2 nodes of the moon. Northern node is called Rahu and southern node is Ketu. This is special only to Vedic astrology and enables comparatively accurate predictions of future events. Another speciality of Vedic astrology is the concept of stars, the zones or constellations through which planets move. Hence, the whole zodiac of 360 degrees is divided into 12 equal sections or houses of 30 degrees each, and these houses divide 27 stars or constellations among themselves in a particular way that planets and nodes move through them. Each house has a lord and each star has a ruler. The game of astrology starts this way. Each house highlights a certain aspect of human life. For instance, the second house to the ascendant represents family life. If the first house represents you, the exactly opposite 7th house represents your life partner. The cosmos has chosen 2 exactly opposite forces to create a new being, that is the baby. So, don't take your partner for granted. He or she is an opponent to reckon with. The positions of stars and planets at birth of a baby hold considerable influence on its entire life. The horoscope of the baby is the universal ID of the baby until it dies. The moment of birth is marked by the ascendant, which in other words means the point of rising life force of the baby. The moon's position at birth, the chief deflector of celestial forces, influences the body and mind. The rest of the planets take care of the events of life. Events like education, love, marriage, wealth, accidents, diseases, and even death. The permutations and combinations of the 12 houses of the zodiac, 9 planets, 27 constellations, give rise to millions of events which the living entities experience on a day-to-day basis. Out of these innumerable events, what comes to you? What or who is responsible for this? It is the universal ID we talked about. This ID is made out of your name, day, time, along with the coordinates of your place of birth. The ephemeris help in fixing you in the cosmic map. There are no 2 individuals, identical individuals on the planet. This is precisely the pathway through which the packages of your life experiences will be forwarded to you from time to time. Just as our computer, internet, and other connected protocols, astrology is a gigantic cosmic quantum computing process. Now the question on every human mind is, who programmed this computer? This question is quite unnecessary because it is unanswerable. But still, some say it's God. He dispenses these events according to one's karma through the agency of planets and stars. Others say it's only the evolutionary process at work and events are random. There is no creation, no karma, and everything is random and accidental. Still others think it's your thoughts which produce that. Well, it's your take. I am of the opinion that I don't know. Now, these combined forces of the planets are further refined through the 2 apertures of Rahu and Ketu. While Rahu multiplies the effects, Ketu divides and diminishes. These 2 are like the ISPs, or more precisely servers at sending and receiving ends. The sender has sent the mail. The protocols convert them into packets, and now they reach the ISP through several servers on the way. However, you need an IP address to receive the mails, which is nothing but your horoscope, birthday, time, and the place coordinates. There are 5 cables running out of the cosmic internet service service providers, towers. These are the 5 factors called Panchanga. 5 factors: the day, the star, the tithi, the yoga, and the karma. The provider needs to route the mails to your inbox through these cables. There he plays a game. Some mails are cut short and some are distorted or deleted. Some even disappear or go direct to the trash or spam folder. It's clear that the last mile in the game of astrology is driven by the Panchanga. We can also think of it as GPS signals. Your horoscope is your GPS. If you want to go somewhere, you set your GPS in motion. It sends signals to the satellite above, which picks up the signal, contacts the destination coordinates, and lays the route on a map. If your GPS is defective or erratic, the satellite sends you somewhere else. Or again, you compare star power to gas power line. It's connected to the stove in your kitchen. You have something to cook and have the vessel with ingredients ready on stove. When the gas comes through, you are ready to cook. If you have nothing to cook, your gas remains just a potential. Getting back to the internet or email example, even if your creator was benevolent and sent you a winning lottery ticket, you don't get it thanks to these agents in between, or get only a tiny fraction of that amount. Do you expect God to take care of all these processes and ensure that the whole of the lottery to reach your account? Well, it doesn't work that way. Next, let us leave the spatial aspect to the dimension of time. Our life events take place in both the dimensions of time and space. If one of them is missing, the other becomes ineffective. How is time taken care of in astrology? First, your time of birth decides everything to start with. The positions of sun and moon play important roles in this. Astrological calculations are made on the basis of the positions of sun and moon. In the West, it is the sun. In Vedic astrology, it is the moon, though both are taken into account in both the systems. Based on moon's position at birth, a system is developed to bring the time aspect into your life. For this purpose, an average human lifespan is taken as 120 years, and they are unequally divided among the 9 planets. It's not based on the size of the planet but functionality. For instance, Venus, a small planet, gets 20 years, the maximum any planet gets of one's life, because Venus represents the overall well-being of the human, and that is a primary concern to the universe. As the planetary dasa periods and sub-periods keep rotating, different planets bring different aspects of your life to light, for good or otherwise, based on the parameters mentioned. We spoke about the last mile obstacles above with reference to the Panchanga. Rahu and Ketu have been allotted specific times of the day. Rahu called a negative time of Rahu and a dead time of Ketu called Yamaganta. Further, some intricate calculations tell you that the 22nd star counted from your birth star happens to be an avayogi star, which is unlucky and blocks all good results given by the planets. Similarly, the planet in charge of another aspect called Karna is so powerful, he can make or mar your fortunes irrespective of other conditions of your horoscope. You may have to go down on your knees to this guy just to get relief. Now, let's go to the aspects of compensating actions or parihara. At the outset, the evil effects of planetary movement cannot be remedied but only mitigated. Humans are known to search for answers. It's true of astrology too. The question is how to avoid trouble and welcome beneficial changes. It's nothing but propitiating gods. As said earlier, there are gods in charge of the 27 stars. The 12 houses are divided among the 7 planets. Sun and the moon get 1 house each, and the remaining 5 planets get 2. Rahu and Ketu are homeless and get to stay wherever they are. They are so clever that they usurp the powers of the house or co-planets when they are there. They also move in anti-clockwise direction, while all others move clockwise. They form an axis among themselves and move accordingly. When the question of propitiation comes, you look for the planets in charge of the houses and the respective lords of the planets, and you perform the prescribed remedies. The remedial measures include visiting the designated temples and performing certain simple rituals, like donating food and other necessities to the poor. You could also perform intense pujas and homa depending upon the situation. The ideas behind these measures are interesting. Each star has a tree, plant or animal designated as its favorite and scores of others. These plants and animals share the same energy the planets stand for. You propitiate that star or planet by, say, growing that tree or feeding that animal. By this, what you are doing is to activate that aspect or energy of that star or planet, which leads to healing the negative karma and pave the way for success. There's a branch called DNA Astrology, which specifies innovative remedies. For instance, if you require remedy from an issue concerning your head, you may try changing your hairstyle, go bald, or wear a hat to observe. If you're already doing any of these actions, then stop doing it and see what happens. You will get relief from your problem in the head. What's that? I'm done here for now. Catch you later with part 2 on Astro Talk.